say we haven't had a market crash, and that's what people were expecting. I like to say we had a transactional crash because we've really seen the numbers drop off about the number of homes that have actually sold. Looks good. All right, and we're live.
Hi, friends. Welcome to My Divorce Real Estate. I'm Amber Gifford.
And I'm Scotty Gifford, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston real estate market update.
Boom, boom. So it's really crazy how it's kind of like died down.
Mm-hmm.
So being a realtor, I've seen it go from like multiple offers, like giving away everything, no inspection, definitely no like seller's contributions. It was totally crazy, 6 months ago in the summer, and then boom, the interest rates went up.
Yeah, we saw those interest rates climb from like 3.5%, 3.25% at the beginning of January 2022 to they were up to 7.5% by October. So it's
Yeah,
like,
everybody was like, "Oh my God, I
yeah, it's
can't do this."
that like jump in price that essentially what would cost you to get in the same home was like it just jumped 700-800 bucks a month, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like,
Which really stinks because if you are buying, a $500,000 house, sellers who are selling are, my home is worth this. Everybody else was getting what they wanted, but your pool of buyers was reduced because not as many people could afford that home because of the interest rates.
yeah, so I like to say we haven't had a market crash, and that's what people were expecting. I like to say we had a transactional crash because we've really seen the numbers drop off about the number of homes that have actually sold over the last year. So if we do look at some of the numbers, and I'll share screen some of these a little bit with you, but like a year over year, from December to December, we saw a 34% drop in transactions, right? So we had like close to almost like 11,500 homes sold in December of 2021 to only like 7,600 in 2022. So like that's a big drop in the number of transactions we saw. So
Yeah, and so everybody's not used to that. So when it comes to selling their home, they're like, "Oh, we got to start high, and we're gonna get multiple offers." And some homes still are, but for the most part, overall, the average is they're not. They're sitting longer on the market, especially the ones that are more expensive. It might still be sellers market, but they're not able to dictate what they want as much as they were before.
yeah, so we haven't really seen the prices drop, right? And I'll touch on prices a little bit. Like for year over year, the prices are still up. So don't think that prices have really dropped per se. We might see some flattening out of the market, I think, still, but like year over year, the average single family home was up 10%. So like December, or the full year of 2021 was like 37,000 average, right? The year over year for December of 2022 was $413,000. Now we did see that drop a little bit in the last few months of the year, but like overall, it was still up 10% year over year. So like to say
It's
that,
still good.
yeah, I mean that's more than average still, right? So even though we saw like this huge drop off of homes because of the interest rates, that demand is still there. Like people are still want to, like the millennials are still coming in all around. They're still going to want to have their homes. They're still going to be moving out of their parents' homes. Like we still have a huge pool of buyers that's going to be happening. We've just seen more inventory because of the higher prices, so that now the buyers are being able to be more selective about what home they can get into. They didn't have to go see the home the first day and then make an offer
Right.
above asking, right? Now you can go see it, take your
Take your
time,
time,
run
think
some
about it.
comps. Is it the right home for you, right? You're not just there's not this euphoria about it, right? Which was obviously was misplaced, right?
Yeah, I'm
Because
not sure euphoria is right, or maybe crazy.
what was the herd mentality, right? Everyone was just running and running, get
Rush,
off,
hurry, get it what we need. But
like
yeah, no, it's definitely slowed down. Still a seller's market, but things are sitting longer. Still a good time to buy for those new home buyers. I had one client who said she was scared of the interest rate. I'm like, well, it did just drop the other day a little bit, but like it's probably not going to be going much lower. So if you're thinking that you're going to wait it out, you're going to wait it out to be back up higher.
yeah, so I think everything I've been seeing and all the data I've been seeing and listening to and reading lately is saying that uh, we've had inventory's back up. We're up to like 2.8 months of inventory. Still seller's market like Ember says.
Maybe you should explain what that means, 2.8 months.
So there's 2.8 months of inventory on the market right now. So if no new homes hit the market, we'll be sold out of homes in almost 3 months. Like what's 0.8 of a month? Like it's like
Right. It's crazy
Uh,
though.
so like within 3 months, we'll be sold out of homes if no new homes hit the market. Obviously, new homes will hit the market, and some will be sold, some will be taken off, whatever. But I think the point is that although it's not the seller's market it was back last year, sellers aren't desperate necessarily yet, and buyers, though, because of the interest rates, are kind of scared. So we're kind of in this transitional stage right now. So if you are thinking about buying, buying is probably a great time to buy right now because you have less competition out there. Less people are looking. Your interest
Right.
rates are. You can probably get pre-qualified now. You can link down below. We have a link where you can qualify or get qualified to apply for a mortgage. Get qualified now, and interest rates actually might drop a little bit throughout the year. So then, when you find that home, you can lock in that mortgage because it doesn't really matter what the rates are today if
Right.
you're not locking in
Locked
today,
in,
right?
yeah.
So like, who cares? Go shopping, get qualified, know how much you can buy, what are you comfortable with, what area of town you're looking in, what you want, and then once you find the home, you're already pre-qualified. And then you can talk about rates and you can buy down points.
Well, and let's be real too. You can refinance later.
You can always
Everybody always,
refinance.
oh, but I can't do that right away. I mean, yes, there's fees associated, but like if you get in at a high rate, you can refinance. It's nothing. One thing we can assure you is nothing stays the same. Everything will change.
Yeah, exactly. Like and we don't know which way it's going to go for sure, but we know on average, we talked about this before, that the average wealth of a homeowner is over $100,000 more than a renter. So we know renting is a smart. It's not a smart financial move for the long term, right?
Right.
So we want you to be able to get in that home to build your wealth of the long term. So that's why we're kind of always promoting the real estate side because of what are the benefits of it, right? And we also want you to look out for the negatives. We're here to help you, advise you, and guide you on that way too. But
So it's not as crazy overall, which is, kind of good. They dropped a little bit, but homes are still selling. It's still a good time to buy and sell.
yeah, it's time to get. Just expect to have that, and we'll talk about. I want to say the days on market. I think it'd be good to touch on here because we've seen that increase in the number of days on market because we have more inventory, and people are probably asking a little more than they should have, thinking using old comps, right? So the days on market's gone from 38 days on average to 57 as last month. So what that means is like if you list your home, you might be 2 months before you get that offer, right?
Right.
And then
like
it's another
before.
yeah, and then another 30, 45 days before you close. So like talking about like when you list your home, it's 90 days. So you have time to go shop for the next one. It's not like you're gonna list your home and then where am I gonna go, right?
Yeah.
If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe today.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. And as always, we're here to bring you real life experiences to all your real estate needs.